listening to whatever is being shared, but also with their attention, because as we always highlight, attention is such a power, and the more we give our attention to something, the more we experience, the more we know the object of our attention. So having now as object of our attention thoughts of truth that can create our own environment and our own feelings for the day is really such a good way to start the day.
Each one is more beautifully decorated than the next invaluable jewel. You know your decoration, do you not? Such a beautiful crown of light is sparkling on each one's head. In the middle of this crown of light is sparkling so much the symbol of the soul, like a jewel. Do you see your crowned form? Each one is such a beautifully decorated image, decorated with divine virtues. You have such beautiful decoration with which all the souls of the world are automatically attracted to you, even against their conscious wish. Are you decorated with such elevated, imperishable decorations?
Some very simple practices can make such a difference on what we feel and on what we create around us, the feelings that we create for others, the atmosphere we create for the people that are near to us, but also really for the whole world. And this very simple practice of seeing with the eye of awareness. So if I know that something exists, even if I don't see it with my physical eyes, I can see it through the eye of my mind by becoming aware of it. There are so many things we don't see now, right now, at the physical level, but it takes one moment of reminder and we become aware of them. We see them in our mind. So the self is such that can only be seen to start with the visualization of the self as a star, as a sparkling star. And then as we bring it more and more often in our awareness, then we realize we are this sparkling star at the center of the forehead, which is not just a star, just an image, but we start experiencing the living qualities within this star, this being of light. And the more we experience the qualities which take the form of virtues when we act upon them, so the more we experience is like the light spreads around the head like a crown. So what a nice way to live my life today, being aware of the self as a star and see what comes out of it, how many beautiful virtues will be revealed to myself and to others.
Children cast such magic of love on the Father that the Father cannot think of anything other than you children. He constantly remembers you children. When all of you eat, you invoke the One. So he has to eat with so many children. You call him to eat so many times. When you eat, when you walk, and as you walk hand in hand. You also sleep with him together. So when he has to eat, sleep, and walk with so many children, would he have time for anything else? Even when you perform any actions, you say, "It is your work and I am just an instrument. You have to do it and inspire us, and we will use our hands just in name."
As we practice being aware of this sparkling star, one of the qualities we start experiencing is love. And one of the characteristics of love is that one can get so easily, so naturally, so pleasantly attracted to the one you love, to the extent that you start losing this sense of I, because your awareness is so much absorbed to the one you love. And imagine now loving someone who is perfect at the level of a supreme being, that is supreme, that is perfect in all aspects. Then you want to live his life. You want to experience, in other words, what he experiences, how he sees things. And it's so beautiful and so rewarding to experiment with a perspective that is so different than what we are used to. The perspective of someone who is perfect, the one I love. And then you start feeling as if he's doing everything, and you trust him doing everything, and you feel that you are an instrument, but not out of subservience. You allow someone else to lead your life because you are not enough. No, you're more than enough, but this is the magic of love. You want others to shine, and you want God to shine and lead your life and your heart and your actions. So how beautiful.
Physically, you may have come from any land, but all of you are residents of the one land. All are one, united. One Father, one country, one direction, and you are stable in one stage, ek ras, constant. It is just for identity that the name of the country is mentioned for the short time that you meet, but all of you belong to one country. In terms of the physical, too, at this time, all of you are residents of Mother One. Whenever you start service at a new place, do all types of service at the same time. Have good wishes in your mind, in your speech. Speak elevated words with pure feelings to forge a relationship with the Father. By coming into a relationship and connection, attract everyone with your form of love and peace. By doing all types of service in this way, you will achieve success.
The nature of this life, of the game of life, is variety. And we know this very well, how each one of us is different. And yet, when we go at the level of what is beyond the physical forms, at the level of the self, at the level of the sparkling star, at the level of the qualities that are within this loving star, when we go at the level of the love for the one, this naturally brings unity. Because then, of course, you act because of love, and then everything changes. The vision changes when you do things out of love. This brings natural unity. But when you experience truth and the qualities of truth, then this truth unites and makes everything feel that is something that you know and others know, and they know that they're the best and they want to experience the same thing. So when they're all at the level of soul consciousness, they're all experiencing the same beautiful qualities, and they all want to share the same ras, the same juice, one juice. And then there are no differences, there are no conflicts. Everyone is interested on what matters, which is the truth itself, which is of the same nature for everyone. So this brings unity. And of course, at the physical level, where everyone can experience this more naturally, because we're still at the level of wanting to make this a natural state, being soul conscious naturally. So whatever place physically helps us, then this is where we feel we are at home, because this is the best stage to experience within you and to share with others. So Madhuban, it's a place where we all meet, and this place, which is used only for this, for emerging truth, this is where one feels home, and this is what is called the land of the forest of honey, Madhuban, because truth is like ras, juice, honey. So this attracts us, ekras, one juice, and this brings unity. Everyone has the same interest, the honey, the honey of the truth, the qualities of the truth.
Would you like to share
Shanti, I think the Supreme Soul started with the awakening of who we are. We are that sparkling, very powerful children of God. That awareness creates that purity within us. And that sparkles. And when we are in the awareness, walking and mixing with others around, it's like the fragrance. Our virtues are like fragrance. We walk around in that consciousness who we are, with the crown of light of all the virtues. That's like a perfume. So it attracts, and like I said, unconsciously they will come to us, and they'll feel the peace and the love and the happiness within us. And then our love towards our Father, when we are living, that we belongs to that ocean of love. Naturally, we are attracted to that love, and we'll think of Him while we are eating, going to sleep, walking. We are conversing with the Supreme. This constant living, talking to Him. He's the best friend. That create that bond, and that gives us that unlimited vision. We belongs to one Father, and every being, every human being belongs to that soul is within all of us. Let's give unlimited vision, one family, oneness. Then we'll have only love. When we believe that all are one family, all our brothers, we're going to have love. Only when we see the different bodies and we start seeing differences. But when we live in that consciousness belongs to God, I am the child of God, every single soul is child of God, we're going to have only love and blessing and good wishes, because we want family. So we are together. Om Shanti.
Would anyone else like to share? Would Anna like to suggest a practice for the day?
It is easy to realize that the life we experience, the feelings we experience, are connected with the perspective from which we see things. And how if today I experiment with the perspective of my perfect friend and the Supreme Being, this perfect being that does not have a body, does not see things from the perspective of a role, but panoramically from up above. And he sees the benefit for everyone, not the benefit or the perspective of the ego, of the role that everyone plays, but the perspective of wisdom. And wisdom and truth means unity. So when I see from beyond the perspective of my role, then I can see what unites, what is the benefit of everyone. And I can easily let go of what I would think is of benefit, probably for me, for the role, not for the soul. And this divides. So can I allow today my mind, my body, my actions being guided from the perspective of my perfect friend who sees the benefit, the true benefit of everyone. And this attitude brings unity, because then I don't see I as a role and what will bring benefit to me, but I'm truly interested out of love to see others shine. And of course, the highest benefit or others shining means that they remember who they are, that they are perfect and full already. So can I today have this as my aim? My perfect friend is guiding my mind, my words, my actions, so that everyone can be uplifted and can see that they are a sparkling star that is already full.
Thank you. We'll meet again tomorrow at the same time. Bye-bye.